everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video all about Cardiff University societies. So at Cardiff University we have over 200 societies that you guys can join, and if there is a type of society that Cardiff University doesn't have, then you can always set up your own society. The Cardiff University societies information is all on the cardiffstudents.com website, which is the Students' Union website, which I'll have linked down below so you can read through all of the societies yourself and just kind of look around the website as a whole. So there are a lot of different types of societies at Cardiff University. Obviously there are ones like sport. There are also ones that are course-based, so quite often a course also has a society attached. So for example, there will be a psychology society which is attached to your course. There's also things you can do like activities and things to do with campaigns, awareness and discussion-based societies. There are also health-based societies, which would also obviously include sport. There's also performance and artistic-based societies, political and ideological societies, and lastly there is also student media, which I actually did take part in a few times last year. Obviously things were a little bit up in the air and everything was a bit more difficult to do because of COVID. However, I was still able to luckily take part in a couple things for student media. So in this video I'm going to talk through a few societies that I have heard about, a few societies that I'm thinking of joining next year, and a few societies that just seem really interesting and fun. So first of all I'm going to talk about the 30-Minute Society. So the 30-Minute Society is all about surprises and not knowing what you're doing until 30 minutes beforehand. So a range of mystery socials will be planned throughout the year. However, when you're in the society, you don't know what is planned or what is happening until 30 minutes before that event or activity begins. The 30-Minute Society has a Facebook page and an Instagram page called 30minsoc, as in SOC, so it's short for society. So by the way, just quickly, on the Student Union website, all of the societies are listed alphabetically, so it's super easy to just go through them all and see what is what. There are also quite a few societies linked to countries and where you might have come from when you're studying at Cardiff. So for example, there's an Australia and New Zealand society, there's Bangladesh society. So if you are from those places, you can find people that are from where you have come from and you can be in that society and get to know people from where you've come from. There are societies like Debating Society, and Disney and Musical Theatre Society, and Embroidery and Sewing Society. There's also a Feminist Society. There's even a Harry Potter Society. There are also quite a few societies linked to political parties. So now I'm going to talk about the societies that maybe I will join this year. So there is a Vegetarian and Vegan Society, so I'm hoping to join that this year. I would also like to join an acting society because I've done acting since I was about 8 years old. However, I haven't done it for a few years, partly because of COVID, partly because I'd finished my exams for it. So at Cardiff University they have an acting society called Act 1, and Act 1 is Cardiff University's biggest drama society. They put on a range of productions throughout the year, all with different genres. Being a part of Act 1, you don't have to be on the stage, you can also be part of the backstage crew, and if you want to do that type of thing then definitely get involved with Act 1 because you don't just have to be on the stage, you can also be backstage with Act 1 as well. There are so many societies that look so interesting and so fun, and I would love to join so many. All of them look so fun, so I really recommend you guys checking them out down below because I cannot express how amazing all of these societies sound. Because there are so many societies, I can't list them all throughout this video, unfortunately. So please do make sure you check out the website, which I will have linked down below, so that you can look through them yourself and figure out which ones that you want to join this year. So I would like to join the Vegetarian and Vegan Society, potentially the Act 1 Society, and I'd also want to get involved with student media again. So you don't have to be a media student to get involved with student media. I know people who were doing it last year were doing different subjects like geography and politics and things, so you don't have to be a media student at all. If you're interested in that type of thing, then definitely get involved because it's really actually good at Cardiff University. At Cardiff University we have a few things to do with student media. So we've got Express Radio, we've got Quench Magazine, and we've got CUTV. I got involved in a few things last year with Express Radio. I helped out on the coverage for the US presidential election. So we stayed up all night and We had a Zoom meeting because it was all done on Zoom because we couldn't be in the actual radio station that they have in the Cardiff University Journalism building because of COVID. So everything was on Zoom, everything was online. So I was on at like 2 a.m. or something and talking about a few of the states and which way they were potentially going to swing for the election, for the presidential elections. That was super fun to get involved with. I also did another thing for Express Radio, so they have a few things where things are pre-recorded. So we were looking at black artists throughout history, and I had a script that I had to read about 2 black artists, and I had to then record them on my phone, send it off to the people involved, and then that was then aired on Express Radio. So that was super fun, and I'd love to get involved more with Express Radio this year. Hopefully I can do a show, maybe a weekly show, weekly podcast type thing with them. We'll see. I was supposed to do one of them last year, but it just ended up falling through. So hopefully I can then get involved with that this year. Also, they have Quench Magazine, which is amazing. The Quench Magazine's Instagram page is so cool. The graphics are amazing and just their posts are so cool. So I definitely recommend you guys checking out Quench Magazine Instagram page. It's Quench as in Quench and then magazine. Someone I work with actually over at Green Manatee, which is my summer internship, she actually works at Quench, so that's super cool. And it's definitely great to get involved with Quench if you're into writing, so writing stories, writing things like that, or if you're into the graphic side of things and wanting to design magazines and design online magazine type things. I'm on the Facebook page for Quench, and quite often they just put out there saying, we need a article on this, who's willing to do that, who wants to do this, it has to be due in this on this date, would anyone want to do that? So it's very open, and if you're really wanting to do that specific article, you can just then message in on that Facebook group and say, yeah, I would love to do that, please can I do that? You know, it's kind of first come first serve, so it's really fun and easygoing. It's not too stressful or anything like that. And then we've got CUTV. We do actually have another student media organisation, however it's Welsh and I can't pronounce it, but I will talk about that in just a second. But first I'm going to talk about CUTV. So CUTV is the Cardiff University award-winning television station. So this is to do with all things TV. So they do news. So when it was the presidential election, I remember they had a whole thing set up for that. So they get involved with things like that, and they also get involved with things like entertainment, lifestyle, and things like that. Also Welsh language as well. So CUTV put a lot of effort and work into getting good quality student-led TV out there, and it's really fun and interesting because everyone works really hard and they really make an effort to make it as great as possible. So it's definitely a fun working environment, and again, as I said, you don't have to be a media student at all. You could be doing any course and still get involved with student media. Lastly, we have Gair Reid. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's Gair and then RHYDD. So this is the newspaper. So Quench is magazine and this one is the newspaper. They publish issues weekly, all to do with politics, news, science, advice, etc, etc. And again, if you're interested in being a journalist or writing, or you just love writing and don't even want to be a journalist, then definitely get involved with this. So that is all about student media. Student media is super fun. I definitely recommend you guys checking out student media and how you can get involved with that if you want to. Obviously you don't have to. And then if you guys like doing sports and everything, you can check out the sports societies, and just whatever you're interested in, just look into the societies, see if it's something that you want to do, and then you can get involved next year or this year. So normally it depends what each society does, but normally you have to kind of log into the Cardiff Student Union website. You'll be able to do that later on, and then you have to kind of express your interest type thing, like sign up, and they might do like a taster session or a little Zoom thing, getting like talking through what you do in that society. So if that then interests you, you can then continue and actually pay the fee, the annual fee, if there is an annual fee. Not every place does have an annual fee. You'll be able to get involved with that and find some friends and just do things that you really enjoy doing. So I hope this video was somewhat useful. I feel like I did ramble on for quite a bit and I was probably a bit confusing at times, but please make sure to check out the website, which will be linked down below, as I've said multiple times throughout this video, because it's really important that you guys look through all the societies yourself and find ones that you want to be involved in, because it's easy for me to sit here and say that I want to do this and I want to do that, but it's really down to you guys and what you want to do. So make sure you check out the website, which will be linked down below, and find some great societies that you want to join. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.